All right, well, good morning. This is day number 5 of the trip, which is just crazy because it feels like it's just going by super slow and then super fast at the same time. Anyway, as we determined last night, we have stopped in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I did sleep at this Walmart here, and you know, it wasn't a terrible sleep, but it wasn't that great of a sleep. I was kind of up and down just because of the cars and stuff, but also because it dropped really cold last night. I got I think it was like 27 degrees. So luckily I had some like fleece pajama pants and like a thermal layer shirt, and then I had, like I said, I have let's see, my camping quilt slash sleeping bag, whatever you want to call it, this little fleece blanket and this little Sherpa blanket, and I stayed relatively warm. But there were several times where, since I'm such a fitful sleeper, I somehow magically knocked off the top 2 blankets. I guess it's because that quilt's pretty slick, and so I'm like, oh gosh, I'm cold. And so I'm like, I had to wake up and like readjust all my blankets and stuff. So it wasn't terrible, but wasn't amazing. But guys, today is this is gonna be awesome. I know I said that, I've been saying that, and it's been true. But today we are getting into Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we're going to be getting into Grand Teton National Park. This right here, guys, is I think one of my #1 destinations in the U.S. I've wanted to go to the Tetons and to Jackson Hole for a very, 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 very long time. Just something about those mountains just seems so majestic, that specific ridge line there. And I think Jackson's really neat. I'm super into like the cowboy culture stuff, and that's, you know, very much what that town leans into. So I'm very excited to go check this out today, guys. So yep, just got to drive today. It's actually a pretty short drive. It's just a little under 3 hours because I drove a little extra to get to this place last night. So yeah, nice short drive. Probably going to use the bathroom somewhere, either in this Walmart or a nearby restaurant or something like that, and hit the road. So let's go. By mountains. That is not a bad thing to have going on. Okay, we're randomly coming into a small town called Pinedale, Wyoming, and they have a motto on their entrance sign that just says, "All the civilization you'll ever need." Which is, I thought that was kind of funny because, you know, out here in Wyoming is just, you know, there's just nothing out here. There's nothing out here. So then you get into a town like this, you know, hey, it's all the civilization you'll ever need. Here we are right outside of Jackson, Wyoming. I think we got, I don't remember how many more miles, not too far. I just stopped at this gas station to get some gas and check out that little store there. Got a few supplies. Yeah, it's been a while since I've recorded. I just basically wanted to kind of just push through and kind of get this last leg. I'm sure you guys are getting kind of tired of just seeing me driving and, you know, talking on the camera and stuff like that. So anyway, I kind of just want to push through, but just want to give you that update. Almost there. Unfortunately, as you can see, it is raining. And yeah, I really did not want that to be the case. But, you know, it is what it is. We're going to get to Jackson and kind of just chill. Hopefully the rain will stop here, you know, in the next 30 minutes, so that would be great. Don't know if that it will or not, but anyway, but yeah, supposedly I'm going to be here for like the next 2 days. If all goes well, right? Anyway, I should be here for the next 2 days, and supposedly it's supposed to be overcast the entire time. So, you know, knock on wood and everything, you know, I hope that's not the case. I hope it clears up so I can see the mountains and stuff. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Nevertheless, like I said, I'm going to try to get into Jackson now and, you know, sit around for a second until it stops raining, if it does, and maybe walk around a little bit. So anyway, yeah, I'll touch base with you guys once I get there. Alrighty, well, we are here in the city of Jackson Hole, Wyoming. Unfortunately, the rain is unrelenting, so yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do today. My plan was to get here. I got here pretty early. I'm out here at 11:30 a.m. So I don't know. I was going to walk around town, visit different places, you know, go to the downtown section where it has like the cowboy coffee and the archway made out of elk antlers and stuff, which is really cool. And I probably still will visit some of these places and stuff, but kind of does put a damper on the plans. Like as usual, that's part of traveling, right? You know, I knew that there's going to be some hiccups. You know, there were some yesterday and there's some today, you know, or well, I guess 2 days ago now. But anyway, yeah, so I'm actually probably going to go ahead and sit in my truck for a little bit and work on yesterday's video. And then from there, there's a rec center right over here that I can get a day pass and take a shower and stuff like that, which is going to be very much appreciated. So get a shower and change some clothes and feel a little bit better. So yeah, I'm going to work on this video. I'm going to go over there, take a shower, and figure out what to do from there. Okay, well, I worked on that video for a little while. Not finished yet, but I'll do that tonight. And then went ahead and got into this rec center in here and was able to take a shower, brush my teeth, completely change all of my clothes. And man, I can, you know, just to be candid with you, it is such a phenomenal relief to change your clothes and have a shower and do all that after a couple days of wearing the same clothes and not taking a shower. So very nice, feel very fresh and clean. But as you can tell, the weather is getting a little better. The kind of storm head over there a little bit, but I think it's pushing that way. But starting to get a little more sunny, stopped raining. So yeah, let's try to see what we can get into here in Jackson. Very appropriate for the channel name, some actual real ravens. If you compare a raven to a crow, you will quickly realize how much bigger a raven is than a crow. Hold on. But anyway, like I said, I wanted to just go ahead and record those, kind of the namesake of this channel, because there's no ravens out to the east, which is a big disappointment to me, but I love ravens. They're so cool. So anyway, yeah, as you can see, I probably shouldn't have, but I did treat myself a little bit there. I had it's Cinco de Mayo, and so I'm like, man, Mexican does sound kind of good. So I got some birria tacos and some chips and guac at that restaurant. I can't remember, Red something, I can't remember, Red Stop or something. Then I went to Cowboy Coffee and got me a coffee, and that was pretty good too. So yeah, I'm kind of deciding what I want to do now. As I was eating lunch, I was looking around at my different options for camping and stuff, and like I said, luckily there are plenty of options to dispersed camp. Only problem with that is that a lot of them are about 30 minutes away in each direction. And, you know, not a big deal. I can just get over there and call it an early day, you know, spend some time doing some stuff at camp or whatever. But the only worries I do have to some degree is that both of those sites that I was looking at, one more so than the other, is kind of more like rugged, and you kind of need 4-wheel drive and yada, yada, yada. And I have that in my truck, but the problem is it's been pouring rain all day. So I'm a little worried that it's, you know, going to be too muddy and stuff like that. So I'm going to shoot for the one that is safer. Unfortunately, the safer one does not have as good as views. But again, I do think the problem therein lies is that I don't think it's going to matter. It's so overcast. It's supposed to be overcast and rainy for the rest of the day. There might be like little pockets of sunlight, but you know what I'm saying? And then same for tomorrow. So I think I'm just going to go to the safer one for the evening. Hopefully it's not filled up. And from there tomorrow morning, head out and go straight into the park, spend as much time as I can in the park, and have some fun there. So, yep, we're going to start heading over there. I did just have Mexican and a coffee, so I'm kind of just hanging around to by this rec center. Just to, you know, make sure if there's any, you know, things that want to show up, you know what I'm saying? I can get that taken care of. So, anyway, yep, I'll do that, and I'm going to start driving towards the camping spot. So, let's go. Turn off for camp spot, so we'll see how this turns out. I'm gonna stop it for just a second. So zooming in here, oh, you can't really see it. Anyway, it says narrow dead end road. Well, see, that is a little concerning because, oh, okay, looked like it had like a no camping sign, but it didn't. Okay, we're good. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and park, put this puppy in 4-wheel drive, just in case. Yeah, cool. We are in 4-wheel drive. So we're gonna go back here, and hopefully those spots aren't all packed up. If so, well, I saw some different stop-offs over here that did not explicitly say that you can't camp out there. So we'll see. But the only problem with those stop-offs is, like, if I do have to use the restroom or something, they're not going to be the best place. Another thing I got to think about too is that I guess it's like not that big a deal, but it does. There's been several signs saying like, hey, you know, high bear activity, you know, food storage is required and stuff like that. So if that's really more of like your tent camping. For me, it'll all be in my truck, so I should be okay. But that is a little like, oh man, high bear activity. So that's great. So yeah, let's start the trek down this road here, and hopefully I'm good. I will be very cautious, and we'll see what happens. All right, this is where it can get a little hairy. This is my this is where the camp spot's at, I believe. Man, look at this road. You can't really tell, can you? This is what a truck is made for. So I'm gonna be very cautious, very slow, and yeah, get in here. Just gotta get my angles right. Oh goodness. Go slow. Don't do nothing dumb. So far, so good. All right, well, mission is a success. Guess that will be camp for tonight. And yeah, let's check out where we're at here. Yeah, look at this mess. You can't even see how steep these angles are here in the video, but fun stuff. Let's get over here to the river so we can take a look here. Yeah, we are out here, folks. We are out here. So yeah, road was not too bad. Like I said, it's been raining, so it's a bit muddy. So, you know, it's can be a little bit of a concern, but it seemed like the truck did it pretty well. And there's a lot of gravel too, so I think it's okay. It's been, you know, biting on pretty well. So also, here's a little treat for us. I'm not sure what that is. I'm assuming elk, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you know, being out here like this, it has one of those factors of kind of like, oh man, this is just straight up right out here in the national forest in Wyoming. Like hardly anybody out here. Yeah, and you know, there's animals, you know, going around, which is part of the charm, obviously, as to, you know, probably why you'd want to be out here. But yeah, you know, got to be cautious. Probably not gonna do too much tonight, cooking wise. Depending on how I feel later, I might very well make some, like, you know, the freeze-dried meals, like just one of them, but we'll see. Just knowing that smell will attract a bear or something like that, I'm just like, you know, I'm not too cool about that. So yeah, it's like I think 3:30-ish right now. So yeah, I got a long day ahead of me here just to do a whole lot of nothing. So probably just gonna chill here by the river, get caught up on some video stuff. Yeah, we'll just see what we can find here. Okay, so yes, it is raining, and yes, there are apparently bears about, but I did want to go walk a little bit because I'm here so early. And yes, I have been rewarded. There has been a lake that I did not know about. You'll see it a little bit more here in just a second. Keep my eyes out for any sort of miscreant beasts. And yeah, I'm gonna do my best to stay safe here, which I'm sure I will be. Another thing too, we'll see how this works out, but as I was backing into my spot, I was like looking at my back left tire, my back driver's side tire, should I say, and it looked a little low. I know it was like a little lower when I had first left. Like I said, I just don't think it had much PSI in it, not that I was necessarily leaking, but it looked a little low when I pulled back in. So I measured it was at 24 PSI. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, I'm going to start hiking around this forest road here. And yeah, and by the time I get back, if it's, you know, below at all 24 PSI, it's going to suck, but I'm probably going to have to leave, because the last thing, you know, if there's a leak, you know what I'm saying, the last thing on earth I need right now is a flat tire out here in, you know, no man's land, nobody out here, you know what I'm saying? Like every once in a while you'll see like a van or a truck, but like I've only seen two this whole time, and the first truck I saw was leaving. So I'd have to call for help, and that'd be expensive, and I don't know when they'd be able to get out here. So yeah, anyway, here we are. So I'm gonna check that when we get back, and see where we're at. But in the meantime, I'm going to walk here and enjoy some of the views. Okay, I didn't get very far down the road. Apparently we're in a national forest, but it's private property, so interesting. But yeah, here is the lake. Very nice. And sweet, like couple cabins over there. Very nice. But what I did notice is that I probably did take, I think there's like 3 spots out here. I mean, real like actual spots, you know. And I'm pretty sure I took probably the most difficult one you can take to camp out here. As I'm walking back here, you can see it right here. I think I'm coming back, you know, pulling out and coming to this one because it's easier to get in and out of. It's not as treacherous. And then furthermore, I can park right here, and then there's a little walkway down to the lake. So it is unfortunately raining right now, very, very lightly. But yeah, I'm just, oh, it's picking up. Apparently there is a road that goes up that way, but I think I probably should get back to the truck before it starts coming down a little bit more and get my truck moved over here. Like I said, also keeping an eye on that tire PSI. See where we're at. Okay, I am thoroughly soaked here. It is, as you can kind of tell, not really, sleeting now, so that's great. And I checked the PSI, like in the rain, so, you know, like I said, thoroughly soaked. But it was still at 24, so that's okay. I guess I'm going to get over here to this camping spot over here that I was talking about. I'm gonna get over there, get parked, and I probably will just sit there for a little while until the rain dies down so I can set everything back up. But once I'm there, like I said, I'll be able to test it again to see. Like I said, it very well may be that it's just low and it's always been that low. I don't remember it being that 24 PSI, but then again, we're changing elevations and that might affect things too. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get over here. I'm almost there because it wasn't that far away, but just long enough to get you soaked in the rain. So I'm going to get over here and get set up and test it again. So I'll be back at you. I decided to play it safe. I know this is a cool camp spot and I'm actually finally getting out here doing some like almost pseudo overlanding with my truck. But the thing is like this truck is not equipped for overlanding. And as I was going over to that spot, it was starting to slip in the mud and stuff like that, which don't get me wrong, I was able to get out and stuff perfectly fine. This, you know, that is what I haven't had a vehicle with 4-wheel drive in a long time, and 4-wheel drive is sick. But like I said, I'm just trying to play it as safe as I possibly can. I was worried about the PSI on my tire, which I'm going to check in a little bit. And you know, it's raining pretty hard. It's already been raining like basically all day, and it's raining again, and it was just starting to wash out that mud road. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna play it safe. So there was that pull out up here that did not have a specific sign saying that you couldn't stay there. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to get to that and see if I can park there. I'll probably sit there for a little while just to wait out the rain a little bit, test my tire again, and if everything's good with the tire after, you know, going through all those rocky, muddy back roads and then driving this way to the stop off, and then it's still 24 PSI, then I'll probably just stay there tonight and just call it cool. So yeah, anyway, that is the plan. That is the plan. So I'll update you here in a little bit. Well, I had to end up driving over here to this little, I don't even know what you call it, like rest area in Grand Teton National Park. It has a little gas station, an air pump, which is, you know, what I was coming for, and a few other different things. I'm not sure what's all here. Anyway, I think the tire's fine. It just looked a little fishy to me, and I'd rather play it safe, you know, just go put some more air in it. You know, if it is a slow leak, you know what I'm saying, that way, whatever. So anyway, yeah, I think we're okay. I just wanted to play it safe, as I said. You know, I'm too early in this trip to have something, you know, go majorly wrong. And I was out there in the boons so it wouldn't have been good to break down or have a flat tire or be stuck in the mud or whatever, you know. So all right, I feel a little bit better, got some air in the tire. I think we're gonna go back to one of those overlook spots, yeah, and just camp it out there tonight. It's not gonna be as cool as the other one, but the one I intend to stay at is still pretty neat. So let's get over there. Kind of hard to tell, but it is actually snowing now. Okay, I did a little more sleuthing, and I found actually a infinitely better spot that's also for free. I'm so glad I looked at this. The other one was pretty cool. It's by the river, it's enclosed by the forest and mountains and stuff. Pretty cool. But this, guys, this is 100 times better, in my opinion. Because first of all, well, the conditions are not that great. It's so muddy, insane. Actually, getting here was pretty wild. I was slipping and sliding all over the place. But there's a bathroom, and then check this out. That right there, my friends, is the Grand Teton Mountains. Yeah, I mean, first of all, it looks so sick just like that with the like cloud covering it. But what I hope was we actually get a little bit better weather tomorrow. Again, not supposed to, but like fingers crossed that right there is cloudless tomorrow. And I come out and I'm like, oh my gosh, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. Because right now it's looking pretty stinking good, and it's like probably 80% cloud covered, you know. So yeah, so anyway, other than the fact that this is sloppy mud, this is definitely a better spot. Now the unfortunate part is I really need to level out my truck, but it is so muddy I don't know how I'm going to do that without it being super sloppy, because I have like these like leveling tiles, but I just don't know if I want to use them, to be honest with you. So I might try to pull out and come back in a little at an angle, but we'll see. Anyway, yeah, I'm glad I found this. This is sick. So if you guys are ever in the Grand Teton area trying to camp, find the Antelope Springs campground. Like I said, you probably want to make sure you have some four-wheel drive or something, but it's sick. Very, very sick. All right, guys, well, here we are in the back of the truck. It's about 6 o'clock now in the evening. I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it an early night. Yeah, I got here to the campsite. It's still kind of raining. It's cold. It's about 40-something degrees outside right now. But, you know, other than that one night, being able to sleep in and stuff in Colorado, this will be the first night I can actually just sit here at a campsite and just watch a show or a movie or just chill, not have to worry about anything, you know what I'm saying? So I also did move the truck a little bit further to the right to even it out a little bit more. And actually, you're not going to be able to basically at all see it, but yeah. Anyway, it's a much better spot because right out of the back of my window, I can see the mountains right there. So if it does end up clearing up at some point more this evening, or like I said, tomorrow morning or something like that, I will, yeah, I'll be able to see the mountains right out the back of my window, which is pretty cool. So anyway, guys, like I said, I'm going to call it an evening. If something does come up, I'll record it and throw it into the video. But otherwise, everyone, that concludes day number 5 of my ultimate road trip, guys. This has just been a wild adventure. It truly has been the definition of adventure, because it's like there's been some good times. I've been seeing some cool stuff, but there's also been some not so good times where, you know, I've been stuck out in the rain, worried about getting stuck places, worried about my tire, not being able to find a place to sleep and having to stay in a hotel and all that different stuff. So anyway, overall, it's been an adventure and there's a lot more to come. So for tomorrow, I'll be here again in Grand Teton National Park. I'll be checking out the park as extensively as I can and probably coming back to this spot to camp again. And then that way on the 2 days from now, I'll leave out and I'll head to Yellowstone and I'll be there for a day. And once I leave out from Yellowstone, I'm heading to my destination. So guys, the road trip is is coming to an end shortly, but that does not mean the fun ends, though, because that means I'm going to be there in Libby, Montana, and Kalispell, Montana, right next to Glacier National Park, and there's going to be a lot of videos coming out there about getting into Glacier National Park, checking out Flathead Lake, exploring the surrounding areas, doing a lot of hiking, and also too, if people are interested, getting an idea as to what I'm doing with my job and what maybe a day-to-day life is in the Montana Conservation Corps. So a lot of fun things to come, guys, but that's going to conclude today. If you like this video, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel. I would very, very much appreciate it. But guys, this is Braxton Taylor with Raven Outdoors, reminding you that adventure is waiting.